Yeah, I did it. I bought a new car. Not just any car. I bought an ugly shit box. With that, welcome back to another vlog, to another video in general. It's been a while, I know. I had my first semester. It's finally over. I'm so happy. First semester's over. And we had a lot of stuff to do, really. We had a lot of stuff to do. Like working overnight a couple of times, and finally can get some sleep now. Finally can do some videos now. Finally can, you know, do the things that I really enjoy. I enjoy my studies. Don't mind, I really like what I'm doing, but this is what I really want to do. I want to do videos, I want to do stuff about cars, and yes, I bought a new whip. I bought a winter whip. I bought a winter hoe, you can tell, which is because this car actually is here to suffer. This car has to suffer. This is a BMW 316i, so petrol version, compact. Yes, I bought a compact. And I intended to buy a compact. So don't get me wrong, it was not just because I couldn't afford anything else. It's just, I just wanted to get a compact. And let me tell you why. In general, I just thought about, well, salty streets, ice on the road, dirt on the road, mud, and you know, anything that I don't want to get into the Mito's engine bay. How do I prevent the Mito from, you know, getting rust, getting anything bad? And additionally, getting a lot of mileage on the car. How do I prevent the Mito from doing that? Well, of course, buying a car for the winter. So what did I do? I just not got rid of the Mito, of course not, because I love the car. I really want to keep it for a long time. But yeah, I just put it to sleep. I got my license plates actually right here. So the Mito is not on the streets anymore. It's gone for the winter. This car here right now is the ugliest shitbox I could have bought. For this amount of money, I still got a lot of car on the other hand, so that's why I bought this car. I will have a quick walkthrough around the car in a couple of minutes, but let me first tell you why I decided to buy exactly this car here. So I'm sitting in a 316 or 316, whatever you want to call it, compact in almost Ferrari red. This car's red, with angel eyes, with LED taillights, with actually a sunroof that still works. So nice addition to that. Didn't expect that to be included into the car. Nothing that I actually wanted to have, but well, having a sunroof in the winter, why not? It's just cool and all. We do have a nice radio here. We do have a bass boost in the back, which is not installed yet. We're going to do that, but the pre-owner gave it to us. He had that installed. The car came in a big package for the amount of money that I, you know, came up with. This car cost 650 euros. That's a price where you would think, well, this must be in bad condition. Actually, it's not. I had to get a car that still has TÜV. You know, TÜV is where you have in Germany, you have the, you know, like inspection every 2 years, where the car has to go through in order to keep it on the road, in order to have a car that is still functional. So that the government makes sure that nobody's driving around in cars that are a danger to the public. You cannot drive around with a straight pipe in Germany, for example, because you wouldn't get it through the TÜV, and the TÜV is what it needs to be on the street. Without it, you would not have the sticker on the back license plate, and the police would easily pull you over and you'll be screwed. So yeah, I had to get a car that still has that. So this car still has that until August of this year. So that's the first thing that I had to get. The second thing that I had to get, it had to be drivable. I didn't want any car to be with a damaged, I don't know, with a damaged cylinder head, which E36 compacts easily have. Actually, for 650 euros, what is the big downside to the car? The car has rust, and it is really ugly. It is, well, probably the most ugly compact that I could have bought. I will show you around. It makes noises everywhere. I mean, I'm going 100 kilometers an hour right now. The steering wheel is rattling. The door is making noises. if I step on the gas, something in the back makes noises. I have no idea what that is. That is... there we have it again. Yeah, nobody's pleased when he sees me in this car. Nobody is thinking, well, yeah, you made a good decision, boy. Just to give you a little walkthrough around the car. I mean, come on. Honestly, what the hell is that? The rust, the tail lights, the exhaust tip. Oh, and this one doesn't even work. The heater doesn't even work. A lot of things that don't really work with this car. The license plate cover is broken. The BMW badge is, yeah, dead. So, just a lot of things that really are bad about this vehicle. But I love it. I mean, just look at it. Look at the red jewel in the snow. I just love it. So what is another reason for me to buy a car like that? I mean, I could have got me some nice car. I found a nice Honda Accord, for example, for 850 bucks. Which was in perfect condition, perfect paint, nice, I think 19-inch wheels for the winter. Oh, this car was having summer and winter wheels, by the way. That's another good addition, but yeah. Why didn't I get that Accord, for example? Well, I want to do something about the car. So I bought an ugly car in order to bring it back to life. You get what I'm saying? I have 1 month off now, 1.5 months off from school for uni, or whatever you want to call that. So I have time now. I have the time to give this car the love that it needs. So what are we going to do about the car? Obviously, the first thing that has to go is the taillights. Taillights are the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my entire life on an E36 Compact. I already ordered taillights though, so we're going back to OEM there. I'm not sure about the front lights, to be honest. I kind of like angel eyes. A lot of people don't like that. I don't know why. I do like that, but it's just the way it is. I like them. But I'd like the blinkers to be white, like OEM white. And these angel eyes that we have right here, they're not separated main light from blinker. They are, well, you know, they're one unity. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see. That's just gonna be spontaneous, you know. Another thing that I want to change, of course, since we have that already, is the suspension. We have brand new uninstalled coilovers. The pre-owner gave them to us. I mean, how in the actual butt are you not installing your coilovers? Dude, you have new... I mean, really, this guy bought spacers from H&R, coilovers from a no-name brand, I don't know, but they look good at least, and he didn't even install them. I mean, what's... He just gave them to us, included into the price. In addition, with a bass boost, with summer and winter wheels, which I'm going to come back later. I have something to tell you about that as well. But yeah, this guy gave us a full kit. And a big thing that I want to do about the car, and I know that there's going to be some eye rolling amongst you guys, I want to paint the whole car. Yes, I decided to paint the entire car. Since it has a lot of rust. This car is a rusty shithole. It has a big rust spot on the back boot. It has some rust on the fenders as well. But yeah, I want to paint the whole car because the red is obviously making the car look terrible. If this car would be in a dark, nice metallic gray, or just even standard gray, or almost black, you know, like graphite gray or gunmetal gray, I don't know, this car would easily look a lot better than it does right now. Together with taillights that look good. I mean, just imagine OEM taillights, graphite gray, and a fitting exhaust, which is also something that we need to do because the car here had a big exhaust with a cleared muffler. Obviously, this would not be able to go through the TÜV, so they, threw the cleared muffler away and installed an OEM muffler that has a tiny little exhaust pipe, but he had to cut the bumper in order to fit the bigger exhaust. So now we have a cut bumper with a tiny little tip. It just makes me puke. Really, this is such an ugly car, but I enjoy my time riding in it. So we're gonna do a lot of things about it. We're gonna bring this car back to life. So the worth of this car is actually raised by the end of the day, and I'm going to sell the car in summer. But I don't really even care if I lose $100 or something like that, because I wanted to have a car that I can work on, that I can practice on, and I don't want to paint my Mito to practice painting things, and I don't want to, buy some expensive coilovers, which would be, 3 times the price of this whole car here, to fit the Mito. I don't want to do a lot of things about the Mito without having the practice that I can do right now with this car. So the main 3 reasons again why I bought this car: I wanted to give the Mito a little sleep. Didn't want to drive the Mito for too long during the winter time, and also not putting too much mileage on the car. Too much mileage on the car. I wanted to do something about a car. I wanted to have fun with cars. I wanted to learn about, fixing things. And I cannot do that with the Mito, since the Mito is not broken. So this car here obviously is almost broken. I mean, from the exterior and the interior. Also the door is pretty loose. It just falls off sometimes. So there's a lot of things that we can do about this car that we couldn't do about the Mito. So I wanted to do something, and now I can. That's one of the main reasons. But one of the most, subjective reasons that don't really make sense to you, why did I buy especially a 3 Series compact? I wanted something with rear-wheel drive. So you're questioning, why didn't I get a Miata? A Miata is way more expensive, and it does have a soft top on most of the parts, and that's not too good for the winter. Doesn't make any sense. So an MR2 is way too expensive. An Eclipse doesn't have rear-wheel drive. I don't know, 200SX is too expensive. Honda Civic doesn't have rear-wheel drive. Lancer is too expensive if you get an Evo, of course. I didn't want to get a 90 horsepower Lancer. No, thank you. And so I had to get a BMW, since Mercedes C-Class in that price category is like even more ugly than this car, and I don't really feel like I'm too addicted to Mercedes. I don't really like them, to be honest. So I had to get this car. And by rear-wheel drive, I wanted to have fun in the winter, of course. I mean, come on, it's just snowing everywhere. Right now it's not snowy, but if we're going up that hill, for example, we could have some fun right now. But I'm not doing that, because I already had some fun with this car, and I had to get 2 new tires because I completely devastated the front left tire when I ran over a bush, which had a little, spiky thing in it, which, just, sliced the whole tire open. It just... Well, it was worth the experience. We had a lot of fun. We laughed a lot. It was just fun, drifting around in the E36. It was totally worth the $100 that I spent on the 2 new tires and assembling and anything. This car is a car that I can finally not even care about. I mean, imagine, did you ever own a car that you don't even care about when somebody kicks it? I mean, really, this is really nice. It's just a nice addition to the fleet, guys. So yeah, there you have it. That's why I bought a 3 Series compact in Ferrari red with the ugliest tail and front lights that you can imagine. And it is actually quite fun, to be honest. It is. Yep, definitely. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy my new ugly shitbox and all the videos that I'm gonna do about it. I'm just trying to learn things about cars, and that's the biggest intention of why I bought this. The Mito is still alive, just to let you know, and don't worry about that. We're still doing things about the Mito, hopefully. Since it is in my yard parked, then we can still move it in the yard and work on it in the yard. And maybe we can finally, I don't know, do anything about it, about power-wise, since I wanted to get this car a little more power. So yeah. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.